Hey folks, it's Chris Ward. Welcome to the MicroNuggets on what happened to SkyDrive. As most of you who have taken any of my Office 2013 CBT Nuggets series, you'll know that originally I'm in there talking about how great SkyDrive Pro is and how it's integrated with Office 365. And nowadays, when you're opening up your Windows 8.1 machines or firing off Office 365 or Office 2013, you'll notice SkyDrive is no longer there. Now, instead, we see the wonderful world of OneDrive. The big main reason why they've moved over to the name OneDrive versus SkyDrive is actually because of a trademark lawsuit that I think it's a British Sky Broadcasting brought against Microsoft, saying, hey, SkyDrive, that's our thing. We have it. We already had it way before you guys started doing SkyDrive. And that's fine. And Microsoft said, all right, well, we lost that. But I think also because think about the naming structure that's been happening in Microsoft. Back in July of, I think, 2013, at least as of the recording of this nugget about a year ago, there was a big push by Steve Ballmer as he was stepping down that they wanted to call it the One Microsoft, the one everything. Plus, Xbox 360 now became Xbox One. Now it's OneDrive. So the web address actually has changed to OneDrive.com. That's actually where you can go out to it. So if I go ahead and open up this, and there's my CBT Nuggets, and I type in www.onedrive.com. Off we go, and now here it is. Now, the nice thing is obviously notice I'm using a web browser to do this, and when I sign in to my access, I'm actually, because I'm on my Windows 8 machine, I'm already logged in. Notice OneDrive. It's up here, all set up, ready to go. Here's where you are going to still be able to create new folders, Word documents, Excel workbooks, all the cool fun stuff like that. Upload files as necessary. You can, of course, get your messaging and, by the way, switch between your apps even on OneDrive. It's basically a really cool thing. Here's your web apps. You have Word Online, Excel, PowerPoint, and OneNote. These are the four that actually have what we call web apps online. And you can even go to your Outlook.com and it opens up your mail and as a separate window, and you can jump back and forth between that. That hasn't really changed, has it? And so here's, of course, all my documents. Now, one of the big differences that you have here is you can actually collaborate on documents in real time. It's just like Google Drive. So if you guys use Google Drive and you really like that feature and say, well, that's kind of better than Microsoft SkyDrive, where I open up, let's say I open up my Acme Instruments SkyDrive doc here, and then I want Laura Kay over at CBT Nuggets to open it up. Well, hers is a different version than mine, and then you bring them back together and they go, well, which changes do you want to do? That might not be so much fun. Now you can actually go in and open them up at the same time, and it's real-time collaboration. So you can edit them together, not this tag team kind of effect. You can see who's editing what. As you type, you'll get to see what Laura is doing, or in my case, I'd see what Laura is doing. And so the nice thing is that there's a other couple of features here that are kind of really cool, and that is not only do you have the Windows integration, because obviously if I come down here and I open up Word 2013, and if you've taken my Word series, you'll remember that I was all talking about how, hey, SkyDrive integration, SkyDrive Pro. Well, now it's OneDrive. And so here's where I can open up those files in a full version, the desktop version of Word 2013, and it starts operating, and I'll be doing real-time collaboration. Now, a lot of you say, well, that's great, Chris, because look, you're on the the fun-loving Windows 8.1 here, and that's awesome, but I don't have a Windows machine. Well, what if I have a Google thing, or what if I have an Android? Well, I'm glad you asked. So here, first thing I'm going to do is let me go ahead and come over here. I'm going to pause and open up my webcam, and I'm going to show you something kind of cool. Okay, so here I am, and I've got notice my Android device. This is my Note 3, and if you go to Google Play and you come in, you'll notice that it says you can now have the app, the OneDrive app that is formerly SkyDrive. So I've already downloaded it. I'm going to click on Open here and open it up, and you'll notice obviously the first thing I need to do is sign in. So let me sign in with my top secret drive here. All right, I paused for just a second just so I could do that. So if you're wondering, wow, that was really quick. And you'll notice that the first one of the options that they give to you is something that's pretty cool in OneDrive is the ability now to instantly upload all of your photos that you take on your Android device, which you've been able to do with the Windows Phone, obviously. The iOS allows you to do it. I'm going to say, go ahead and turn it on. I get an extra 3 gigabytes for free, by the way, to kind of help alleviate it. And there you go. We've got now all my little folders, and I have access to that. And so I have access to my documents and everything I need now on just about every single device that you can think of. Now, there is one kind of little interesting feature about this that I want to show to you in case you guys are updating from your Windows 8.1. And first, I'm going to come down here and click on my charm and bring up my regular charm space. Now, rather quickly, 2 things I want to show you is, number one, I kind of zoomed in so you can actually see what I'm going to show you in a second, because the SkyDrive/OneDrive app requires the whole screen, and of course, when I was trying to squeeze everything into the one display parameters, it wasn't working, so that's why I kind of zoomed in and it looks a little different. Second of all, you'll notice something right here rather quickly, and that is because now you have SkyDrive still on my computer. What is up with that? Well, believe it or not, because you still see SkyDrive on your computer, it will be updated in future updates that are going to be coming up. Now, this is as of April when I am recording this. As you can see, this is April 18th. The update has not come in. So a little tip for everybody. Some people go, well, I'll just go in and I'll rename the drive, or I'll redo the executable, and I want to do system files or folders and that are still named SkyDrive. That could cause problems. Be careful. But essentially what will happen with OneDrive is when you click and open it, it opens it up, and just because it says SkyDrive does not mean that you are not accessing OneDrive, which is pretty much what you're doing. See, I got my same things that I have that I saw when I was doing with the actual app. So even then, if you think about it, a lot of people go, well, I want to be able to go to an app. Well, that's okay. Just open up Internet Explorer here. And we can put it right there. And again, we saw that you just do the www.onedrive.com, and then boom, you just sign in here. So if you want to see and look and feel and use the web app for the OneDrive, simply sign in online for now. But in the future, what you will see eventually, as we can see right here, is this will now say OneDrive, because now any new Windows 8.1 machines that go out do have it labeled as OneDrive, because they actually have it. So just a little cool tricks and tips and some nifty things about how SkyDrive has now become OneDrive. I hope this has been informative for you, and I'd like to thank you for joining me.